A businessman went to a hotel in Europe for a 3-day stay on his business tour. His name was Doltan. He went to his apartment. It was night and there was a cold wind outside. He looked out from the balcony. The curtains of the room were moving a little. There was also a rocking chair in the balcony. The weather was quite pleasant outside. Doltan was doing his work. He got busy. He heard the sound of rocking chair moving. He immediately looked at the chair, but no one was sitting on it. He went to the rocking chair. The chair stopped moving. He felt the scent of women's perfume. He looked around and saw no one there. He thought that this smell might be coming from the neighbor, but why this chair was moving? Then he fancied himself that maybe the chair was moving due to the wind. Then he resumed his work. Suddenly he heard the sound of shower running from his washroom. He got up and went towards the washroom. As he went towards the washroom, the sound of running water got louder. Doltan was completely terrified. He was shaking with fear. Taking courage, he opened the door of the washroom. He saw that there was no one in the washroom and the shower was also closed, and there was no one in the washroom. He closed the door and then he called the reception and called the servant boy into the room. When the boy came into the room, Doltan asked him if the taps in the washroom were out of order. The boy replied no, but he investigated anyway. The men said that the sound of the running shower was coming from the washroom and the chair was also moving automatically. The boy said that you were scaring me. Well, I will go down and file your complaint. The boy left. The man was scared and it was midnight. He lay down with a blanket. He could not sleep due to fear. Suddenly, Doltan heard the sound of turning the pages of a book. Like someone was flipping a paper. He stood up and saw that the lamp was on. While he slept with all the lights off, he went towards the bulb and saw that a book was lying open. He closed the book. He saw that it was written on the title page, I am. Doltan got numb with fear and went back to his bed and lay down. Suddenly the phone rang. He picked up the phone. Then a girl said that you just called, that someone in your room was teasing you. Doltan replied, yes, I called. The girl said, if you feel that there is someone else in the room with you, then believe that someone is with you. After saying this, the girl hung up the phone. Doltan shivered and tried to call again, but no one picked up the phone. He was thinking about the girl when the sound of water started coming from the washroom. He stood up. He went to the washroom. He opened the door. He saw that the shower was running, but there was no one there. It was written with lipstick on the mirror of the washroom, I am. He turned off the shower and came out, and thought that at least I should know what it is. He turned on all the lights in the room and said, I know there is someone else here besides me. Whoever is there should prove his presence. It was said that all the lights were switched off. He said, I understand there is someone, and the lights came on again. When he started running, he heard a voice saying, stop, take me with you. This sound was coming from the washroom. He went towards the washroom. He could hear the girl's sobs from there. He opened the door and saw a girl standing in a white dress, but his head was in her hand. Doltan screamed and ran away. When he reached the door, the girl appeared in front of him. Now the girl's head was on her body. Doltan started shaking in panic. The girl said, don't worry, I won't harm you, just listen my story, then I will let you go from here. He stopped. The girl told him that, 10 years ago, she ran away from home with her boyfriend and brought all the jewels and money from her home. But unfortunately, her boyfriend got greedy. On the 3rd day, he cut her throat and ran away with all the jewels and money. Since then her soul had been wandering there. After telling him the story, the girl disappeared. The man regained his senses and left from there.